Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another fantastic episode of a Let's Play Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. This is episode number 22 in the series, and today we are going to be taking on Tate and Liza, or Liza and Tate as they're ordered in this gym. This is the Psychic-type gym leader of this generation. As you'll see, many Psychic-type Pokemon coming out. Unfortunately for the Psychic-type, we don't have an excellent answer, right? We have Bite on Land Shark, but that's really our only dark type move. I mean, with that being said, none of our types are like distinctively weak to psychic types either. I guess we do have fire and fighting and grass and fighting, so we have some weaknesses there, but the grass special attack and more than makes up for the weakness there. We should be able to get out a couple punches before we're knocked down. And then on the grass front, we have a lot of like moves that deal health back to us, so I think we should be good on that front. Like we could last a little bit in that sort of a fight. So I don't think it's I don't think like any of our Pokemon are necessarily going to perform really poorly here, as much as like everything's just sort of even. It's actually very interesting. Like I said, this is my first time playing the remakes of Sapphire and Ruby. I just merged the words Alpha and Sapphire together. Sorry. Now this is my first time playing the remakes of Sapphire and Ruby, and I will say, like, I was not expecting to get a legendary Pokemon, and once we were past the ability to catch a Ralts, or like it would have became challenging, I sort of threw that away, and I really wanted to have a Duskull and have it turn into a Dustops, because I've never had one on my team, but I've always felt like as a ghost type, like it's a great ghost type in this generation, so I thought that would have been a really fun mix. Kind of disappointed that they gave us Latias, because it would have been a really cool Pokemon to have. Crystal Skull is probably exactly what I would have named him. But yeah, that would be really fun. I foresee in the future, like I said, once we beat all these, I want to go through, I'm going to have some other games in the mix. It's not just going to be straight Pokemon for years to come here, but once we beat everything through and through, I want to come back and just do a Nuzlocke of each of the games, and then I think I'll be pretty content with the Pokemon series. And I know that sounds like, oh, average Joe doesn't want to play Pokemon forever, but if you look at the timeline, like if I play a Pokemon game, and then another game, and then a Pokemon game, and like keep the mix like that, the channel's going to have content for many years, especially if I'm coming back and redoing them with Nuzlocks. Like, that's multiple year obligations there with 2 episodes of Pokemon coming out per week. Like, yeah, it's just so much, but I threw Latias in there, hoping to get Latias a little bit of action in this gym, not too much, but I think, you know, for what he stands for, he'll do well here. Or she, I guess. That is sort of the deal, right? Latias is female, Latios male. That's how Spanish works. I'm pretty sure they're conquistadors themselves. Or conquista-ladies, I don't know how that works. I don't think there were any female. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. My history knowledge is not that great, if you couldn't tell, so. There we go. You can see this one, like, we sort of light up these different paths that we can take, and that's sort of like the gimmick of this gym. And for ourselves, what does that really mean? Not much is the answer there. We're always going to try to, battle almost every trainer, at least every relevant trainer in a gym, like everyone that we can legitimately come across. So, to me, that really means nothing. You know, we're going to go down that path anyways, but I will say in the final gym, that actually does mean a lot, because there are so many trainers there that, like, I end up just cutting out the trainers that are excessive, because there's more excessive trainers than there is normal trainers. But here we go. We got a Corellia, which is a good Pokemon. It's just like, It stinks like the psychic typing, like the final evolution in all of the psychic types is like really good, and then like the middle evolution, if they have one, is usually like very underwhelming, and that's what we see in Gorilla. And I didn't even know this Pokemon here was the psychic typing until just now. So now that I know that, I know how to deal with it in the future, because that's been really frustrating coming against this Pokemon. I do have to say, yeah, it's not a Pokemon that I ever fear coming across in battle, but like, it's so spammy with like sleeping, rehealing, things of that nature, that like, it's good to know that's what its typing is, because I've come across it so many times and it's just a headache every single time. So now that we know that, anytime we come into contact with it, we could just pummel it to a pulp. Let's go back up this way. Let's go and take this right-hand turn. The timing on these is like very odd. Like it's not a smooth transition. I think I'm gonna skip this guy. Maybe. I'll decide here in a moment. No, we'll battle him. Why not? I was gonna say, typically I like to battle them, but sometimes you bend through enough you don't want to add another one to the list. But here we go, we'll let Land Shark deal with Claydol. I love Claydol. Claydol is such a cool Pokemon, man. I don't even know how you get one in this generation. That would have been a fun one to run on the team. I think Claydol's slow. I don't think it would be a good choice for a Nuzlocke. It might be a good choice, I don't know. I don't know enough about it. It fundamentally looks like a really cool Pokemon. That's all I can say. And if you want to check it out, I believe when I did my initial playthrough of Ruby, I actually did a Pokemon Gen 3 tier list. It should be at the end of that playlist, so if you want to check how I feel about like all the Pokemon of Gen 3, you can go and check that out. Maybe one day we'll go through and do tier lists of every generation. I think we did one for Gen 1, 2, and 3, and then I think I just didn't do any past then. I may have done one for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I don't think so, but you know, it might be worthwhile checking out the playlists of the old Let's Plays and yeah, taking a look at those playlists and looking at the last video, seeing how I really ranked them, because I used to do the tier list for each generation as I was played through it. So if you're a new listener and you want to see how I feel about maybe your favorite Pokemon in a specific generation, you can go back and take a look at that. They tend to be very brief, very laid back, maybe 10 to 15 minutes in length, so you know. And I mean, honestly, it was at a time when my voice quality on the channel was probably about as good as it is now, with moving into the new place and like just trying to be mindful of everything. So you know, probably won't notice a huge drop in voice quality there. Maybe slightly. I had some older tech back then. There we go. Another Dream Trainer down. Let's go to our bag. We need to take a look at what we got here. At least give him a potion. I knew we had one lying out there. I'm gonna try and make a habit of that moving forward, like just keep some potions. And it looks like the middle row is lit up now. So we should be able to train against Tate and Liza. Maybe we have one or two trainers in our way as we backtrack through the gym here, but looks like this one isn't going to be as bad. The next gym trial is going to be a little tricky, but still not terrible. Let's continue to use Bite. I'm quickly running out of Bite here, but that'll be okay because, like I said, it's against Tate and Liza. We actually have a double battle for this gym challenge, so first time we'll be able to do that. I think the only time too that it happened, so let's throw a fireball in here. Just trying to get some other people experience at this point in time, honestly. Yeah, fireball is such a cool Pokemon. Against Girafarig. Well, you know what, Girafarig has the normal typing, so maybe the fighting type will actually do something. Let's check it out. I mean, it's enough that if I hit it with it again and it just did agility, so it just maybe outspeed me. But if I just hit it again, it's gonna die. Zen Headbutt, let's see how effective this is. Okay, pretty effective, but we can tank one. We can tank two. So that's good to know. As long as you don't get crits. I don't think Fireball will be critical in winning this gym battle, but it's good to know that he can come in and at least do some damage if we need him to. You know, he could sort of be the cleanup crew if people are left with just minimal health. And I am going to heal him up just in case we need him for that reason. Because that's pretty useful to have. And I'm going to heal up Landshark all the way here too now. I'm going to take every advantage I can at this point in time. Just get people where they need to go. Did we battle you? Yeah, we already battled you. Okay, let's take it back. Let's take it straight up the middle. Here we go, Tate and Liza. Now I do know it's going to be a double battle, so I likely don't... I don't know if I want Tito in there or not. Maybe I'll throw Jameson in there. But here we go. We have the double battle against Tate and Liza starting off now. Dum bum ba da bum. I made my way uptown. Now it's time to have a double battle. Yeah, they're just sort of talking in sync here. It is a cool idea. I give it that, but like, I don't know, if they play into it just a little bit too much. That's my hot take on this gym. I'm sure it's not a hot take. I'm sure other people have felt similar about it, but that's cool. But this is definitely what I'll use as my intro. That'll definitely be the thumbnail for this video. They only have 2 Pokemon too. I feel like they had more Pokemon the last time I played this generation. That kind of feels weak. Let's do Mega Drain. Yeah, so Bite. Let's see what Bite does. That's a decent amount. Mega Drain. Oh, Mega Drain's also going to be a lot because they're both Rock type. A Psychic is going to be a lot against him. Yeah, he's done. Okay. You know what Jameson did? Probably what was expected out of him, let's be honest. Let's send in Red Stag. Red Stag has some recovery options. So even if things get tough, Red Stag's going to be able to tough it out. And Zen Headbutt shouldn't be super effective. Yeah, it's not even close. Let's bite this guy. Okay, that brings him down to red. I likely should have went all out attacking one of them. Just so I could have knocked one out, because I feel like a super potion is about to come out right here. Switch that. Sand Headbutt, yeah, watch. Yeah, Hyper Potion, there we go. As predicted, there we go. Sand Headbutt's gonna do next to nothing. Bite. Does that at least knock him out? No, it doesn't. See, and he's probably gonna... Oh, he's probably gonna heal up too. This is so frustrating now. Why not just use Dragon Pulse? Think with your noodle, Average Joe. You could have knocked out Lunatone here. Excuse me. I feel like this prolonging of the battle is just on my end now. Like just acting like a dingus. Okay, let's both go after Lunatone. Use Dragon Pulse, my guy. It didn't have to be this hard. It didn't have to be this... It never has to be this hard, let's be honest. I act like I know what I'm doing here, but most of the time I have no idea. Okay. Solar Beam. It's gonna do a fair amount of damage. Not a lot, though. I'm surprised none of them know Earthquake. Like, I feel like that's where, like, a Claydol comes in. Claydol knows Earthquake for sure. Yeah, there we go. We got the Dragon Pulse that time. Because paralysis, the bite is likely going to take care of him, and that's going to be all she wrote. Oh, it hung in there. Really? That's impressive. I'm not going to lie. Let's hit Dragon Pulse again. Dragon Breath. Sorry, yeah, that's right. Latias learns, like, the epitome of Dragon-type moves in this generation for whatever reason. I have no idea why, because it's like a roaming legendary, but the Dragon-type moves it learns, along with the Psychic-type moves it learns, are like so very lackluster. I feel like we don't even have Psychic. And we're like, what, in the middle 40s there? Come on. Psychic is a given. If we don't get it by level 50, I'm going to be very disappointed. To which, yes, I'm going to get all my Pokemon up to level 50 pre the, not even the Elite Four, pre, like the, I always call it the Glory Hole, but the Victory Road. Prior to that, we're going to have everybody at level 50. I feel like that's a reasonable call. Then by the end of the Victory Road there, hopefully 55 for everybody is reasonable. There we go. We got that gym leader out of the way, or gym leader, should I say. But then all of a sudden, earthquake, cataclysmic catastrophe. Oh boy. Yeah, Team Aqua's doing some stuff they're not supposed to be doing. We told them about this. Everybody's looking to Steven Stone for help, and he's like, I'm sorry. I'm going to trust the fate of the world in a 10-year-old kid. Because why wouldn't he? Soda pop, baby. But yeah, there's a catastrophe going on, as you can see. These two from what looks like Team Aqua and Team Magma are fighting out here in the middle of the ocean. I don't know, I'll forget about this prior to the next episode because I have no idea what's going on half the time. Steven Stone runs over to me. He's like, Average Joe, you need to help. Bad things are happening. Let's go to my shack. The Love Shack is a little old place where we can get together. Steven Shack, baby. It's a Steven Shack, baby. There we go. So Steven Stone is obviously telling us about the catastrophe going on in the world. I'm having a slow time reading because I have the IQ of not a goldfish, but like a goldfish cracker, you know, like a little cheddar cheese doodle man. And yeah, we're listening to him telling us about the end of the world, and I'm just sort of like, I guess I'll help. It's part of the game, and I'm a 10-year-old child. So, yeah. I guess that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be helping stop whatever the hell Team Aqua is doing. And, yeah, we get Dive, so we can actually do something moving the plot forward. Thanks, Steven. And Deep Sea Gear. Because if teaching my Pokemon a hidden move wasn't enough, I need an item to do it too. Thanks, buddy. And with that being said, we do have one double battle here to finish out the episode. I was going and searching for berries in order to evolve our good old Tito, our captain. Which I will be saying, Captain's evolution is coming soon, and we have an evolution here coming up on this episode as well at the end of this battle, so stay tuned for that. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you like this episode, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. All that good stuff is greatly motivational for myself and continuing to make videos just like this now and in the near future. We'll be playing this series here, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, for the foreseeable future. Once we wrap up that, I think we'll be switching to another game, not a Pokemon game, but something else, and then quickly switching back to another Pokemon game as things progress. You know, just sort of looking to switch up the pacing of things now that, like, videos are getting a little bit shorter with the exception of this series, looking for a little bit longer of a series to add as well. But yeah, and then on Monday and Wednesday, we'll be playing Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, which is shorter episode formats. They're definitely a little bit quicker. It takes us a little bit longer to get through each of the episodes, but it's been a ton of fun, and I've really been enjoying making those Let's Play episodes. So, if you like those, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe on all of those. I guess you can't subscribe on individual videos, but you know what I'm saying, folks. Please feel free to show the video some love, because it was a Let's Play that I was tempted, not even to do on the channel, but I feel like it's actually getting some good reception, so I'm really glad to see that. But there we go, we beat this double battle, and now you get to see our man Tito. Ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum. This is actually my first ever Flygon, which is very exciting to have on the team. Look at him. We have another dragon type, and this time with the ground typing. That's a very, very good dual typing. But, as always, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this episode, ladies and gentlemen. If you did, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. And we will see you all here in the next one. I'm sure we are going to teach him Dragon Claw. And as always, peace out, Girl Scout.